Good morning, Wildcats, and welcome back to the MWHS Wildcat News.
Coming up on our final broadcast of the school year,
the busy weekends of graduation parties,
where seniors are going in their next education journey,
students' favorite high school memories,
and a look back on journalism from the Catalyst students.
I'm Madeline Anderson.
And I'm Andrew Pfeiffer. With graduation coming up this weekend, these past few weekends have been filled with fun, food, and friends.
Graduation parties are one of the final senior traditions. Alexander Jobish and I took a look at the celebrations.
Graduation season is taking over Millard West as the class of 2018 prepares to walk the halls for one last time. Seniors often have graduation parties for friends and families to send them off into the next chapter of their lives.
Having a grad party means that it's a time to celebrate with family members and friends, as it's a time where you're kind of moving on to the next big chapter in one's life.
With almost 600 students in the graduating class, there are a lot of parties to attend. The last few weekends of a senior's high school career are filled with squeezing in party after party in order to converse with friends and reminisce over old memories before heading off to college.
Well, I'm just the type of person that I want to go to everyone's just because I love connecting with everyone. So I really do try to make it to all of them, but just time-wise and the distance apart from each party, it's kind of hard to make it to all of them.
Planning and preparation are key to having a successful grad party. These parties allow students to share all of their major accomplishments from the past 13 years of schooling and what they hope to accomplish throughout the rest of their life.
You don't really get a chance to see the person at the party very much because they're busy kind of hosting. So it's just get a chance to see, you run into other students. I ran into a bunch of former students this past weekend at grad parties, talking with parents, just kind of getting a chance to talk to everybody that you know, and just kind of your chance also to hear what their plans are and what they plan on doing when they're out of here after West.
From food to decorations to invites, parties are costly but often worth it. They symbolize the end of a student's high school career and the beginning of their adult lives. This has been Madeline Anderson and Alexandra Dobish with the MWHS Wildcat News.
College decision time has come and gone, and Millard West students are ready to take on a new campus.
Annie Punt and Jack Ward went around asking seniors their post-high school plans.
As the 2018 Millard West senior class prepares to graduate, they also get ready for their future education. Whether out to colleges far away or close to home, we know they will become successful wherever they decide to study. Although they enjoy their lives as Wildcats, they are ready to move on to greater things.
I'm going to the best school ever, Northwest Missouri State. I like it a lot. It's kind of small but also big enough. I wanted to be in classes that were smaller, so it would help me learn better.
I'm going to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm going to major in criminal justice, and hopefully with that I can become an attorney.
Although some decide to stay in Nebraska, others prepare to step into a new state and start fresh. The idea may be intimidating, but for some it's an adventure they have always wanted to take.
This fall I'm going to be going to the University of Oklahoma. I'm studying engineering. I'm just on their undecided engineering track, so I don't know what kind I'm going to do yet. But I chose Oklahoma because they gave a really good scholarship for national merit, and I'm in their honors college there. And I'm really excited to be part of a school that has such great sports and school spirit.
I'm going to the United States Military Academy for college. I chose that school because I want to serve my country, and I think that gives me a good opportunity to do so while still getting an education.
Once graduated, these students will no longer be Wildcats, but will remain friends wherever they go. Whether they become president or come back to Millard West to teach, we will always be proud to have once walked beside them. This has been Jack Ward and Annie Punt with the MWHS Wildcat News.
From school dances to sporting events to beloved teachers, high school is full of memories and fun.
Seniors are opening up the yearbook to take one last look at the moments they've had here in high school. Holly Rooney and I got it covered.
My favorite high school memory is going to all the graduation parties and just sitting there and talking with my friends.
All the football games.
My favorite senior memory was going around cruising with my friend Emily and Megan and just kind of cruising the town and then watching lightning.
My favorite high school memory is going to have to be it's a repetitive one because it happened all 4 years, but swing night. The music department puts on a fun dance in the gym every year at the end of the year.
My favorite high school memory probably was like in 2016 when we played at the pep rally. That was pretty cool. Like when the drum line all played at the pep rally and we played the drum feature in the Skrillex section and like everybody went nuts. I thought that was pretty sweet.
My favorite memory was being involved in band because I made a lot of friends there.
Probably just, growing up with my friends, seeing how they've changed and just gotten, growing up with them just in general.
My favorite high school memory was when the band went to San Diego sophomore year.
My favorite high school memory is probably going to a state 3 times for baseball.
After rehearsal one time, we got in a big snowball fight with everyone, and so we all went outside and it was snowing, and we had been at school pretty late, I think, so it was super dark, and the only cars in the parking lot were like the Show Bar Kids' cars. So someone threw the first snowball. And as soon as that happened, everyone just started throwing snow everywhere, and we were throwing snow at our directors and their cars as they threw away.
With the school year coming to a close, senior staff reporters are reflecting on their time in advanced journalism.
We will miss this class greatly, but we hope that some of you will choose to continue in the program next year. Sydney Looney and Cole Filer report.
There was a lot. I mean, you're in a class for 3 years, you meet a lot of good people, you have a lot of laughs. I know I loved, shouting across the room and getting in arguments with people, because that's how you get news, that's how you get people's opinions on stuff.
My favorite memory is probably all the trips we went on. So this year we went to San Francisco, we went together, and then in past years I've gone to Los Angeles and Indianapolis.
Probably winning state last year, then this year finishing 3rd at state.
I guess one thing that journalism really taught me is that stories can be told in such a positive way to where it can change people's lives, and how you tell that story can definitely make an impact.
One thing I learned from being in journalism is that it's important to have a deadline and stick to it, and that if your job requires other people, then you should encourage them to also do their work and stuff.
What I learned from being in journalism was just kind of realizing that everyone has a reason, not only in high school but moving on, everyone has something that they can do in life.
I've learned how to be a better leader from being a copy editor on Yearbook, and how to interview people better, just because I've gotten more outgoing and stuff from having to talk to so many people.
I'm going to miss the people I worked with, and I know Hilburn's, it's his first year, but I got to give the guy a lot of credit balancing, Yearbook and journalism. He did a great job. We got state runner-up, so I'm definitely going to miss Hilburn a lot.
I'm going to miss Hilburn and all the people and just the flexibility of the class, how we got to write what we wanted, and it was something I was really passionate about.
I'll miss all my friends in the class and the fun day-to-day work.
Well, it was fun being editor-in-chief with Trevor this year. I mean, that'll be something I'll miss.
You should join journalism because it's a lot of fun. All the people are so nice. It's like a big family, and you get to write about whatever you want, and it's just an all-around good experience.
I would say even if you're not the best writer or photographer or whatever, just go for it, because you can gain a lot of experience.
If you're thinking about joining, do it. It's rewarding, especially when you write a paper and it's a good one. Whether people read it or not, it's just kind of nice to have your thoughts on paper.
And that's it for this year's edition of the MWHS Wildcat News.
It has been an honor to serve as co-anchors for the 2017-2018 school year.
We'd like to extend a huge thank you to Isabel Johnson for always filming the broadcast and putting up with us. Hello. Thank you, Isabel.
Check out the Catalyst online and follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst for more news updates.
I'm Madeline Anderson.
And I'm Andrew Pfeiffer, signing off for one last time.
Have a great summer, Wildcats.